Well, Dottie, I'm going to go into town real quick with some friends to have lunch, so you're going to stay here, okay? And the air conditioner's on. I'll monitor the temperatures. Everything looks good here. Let's see how we're doing. Whoa. Let's move that thermostat down to 80. Let's make sure that kicks on. It's 85 in here. There it goes. There it goes, Dottie. You're good. And what do we have outside here? We have a random Jeep.
You know?
Yeah. Some dude in a Jeep outside my camp. I'm gonna maybe call the Rangers.
I think your audience may know me by now.
Yeah, I think they do. It's Daryl. So we're gonna go to, where are we going? Out back?
Yeah.
All right. Now this is my first time with my cane. Want to see it? That's my cane. All right.
All right, here comes the challenge. See if you can get in Ruby.
Ruby. All right. So cane. Somebody's been to McDonald's.
Yeah, that was my yesterday's snack.
So this is, if it were my other leg, there might be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
But hang on. All right. Well, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. It wasn't the most comfortable thing. I don't know why everybody's sitting outside and they're not going yet.
We'll toolie over there and see what's on their mind. I got Judy's chair removed.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, she's happy. I think I'm gonna try to take it with me. I might see if I can put it in my rig behind my passenger
really?
seat. It might fit behind my passenger seat. So my rig was supposed to have a chair there, but when I bought it, it was missing in action.
I don't see any movement at Pup Camper's place.
I would say they would take off because they're fixing to lose their shade.
Why are you two still here?
Is it pizza time?
8 minutes after, we weren't going to leave until 4 hours. I'll go get Kit and garbage.
You better.
Okay.
You're being recorded, Lisa.
I'm thrilled.
Ain't gonna be long. You're gonna lose your shade.
I know.
Maybe another hour.
And it's gone.
Yeah,
And then I go on the other side.
there you go.
It works.
All right.
So we're meeting there at 12:30. Is that the plan?
Yeah.
All right, we'll take the long way around, Rob.
All right, we'll take the long way
We'll take
around.
the long way around.
Hang on, let me, No, not yet. All right. This is going to be awkward.
Need help?
If you can hold that. I just need to... Because I know how all the alarms will go off if your seatbelts aren't on in this car.
Mine don't have alarms.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, mine's I've adjusted a lot of things on Ruby. Yeah, we'll take the long way. See how populated it is still.
So Daryl has had the privilege and honor of having 2 hips replaced, right?
On both shoulders and
both
left
shoulders.
ankle.
How far apart were the hips in time?
I had 4. Shoulders and hips were exactly 6 months apart. So shoulder, 6 months. Shoulder, 6 months. Hip, 6 months. Hip, 6 months. And then it was like a year later before I had my left ankle. And they're all total replacements. They're not half jobs. They're all total replacements.
Daryl was telling me what they likely did in the operating room with me, and I never want to hear about that again ever in my life. I don't give a shit. I'm sorry for swearing, but I don't care.
See, people don't realize surgeries are brutal. Like they literally took your right foot and put it up by your left ear to dislocate your hip. That's how they do it.
Oh.
Same thing with my shoulders. Like they take your hand and they put it in the middle of your back to dislocate your shoulder out that scar right there. So yeah, they're brutal.
See, I don't need to know this, but it explains why my leg is sore.
That's why you have the big bruise on your leg a week later. That's the reason. That's serious trauma.
Yeah.
But yours, I like where they did the incision on yours. I wish they would have done mine that way.
Well, back in the day, they used to do it called posterior incision and required usually a hospital stay.
Both of mine they cut right down my butt cheek. About 6-inch scar on both butt cheeks. And that was the worst part for me, was that, all that muscle that had to heal. So the incision was
right. So in my place, they didn't cut through any muscle.
No.
They just moved it aside.
Right.
And that muscle that they moved aside, it's complaining a little bit today.
Oh, I'm sure. You're doing great, though. You really are. You're doing great. I mean, the appearance, your bruises just about gone. Your incision looks good. What is that? Oh, that's one of them parachute.
Yeah.
Machine or plane things, whatever it's called.
Lighter than air or something, or
yeah, one of those go-karts with a parachute. I'd like to have one of those. Oh, there was a guy that crashed down here.
Yeah.
And died, right?
Yeah, I don't think did he die?
I think so.
Did he?
A couple months ago?
I don't think he died. I think he got impaled by a branch, but I think he lived.
I didn't hear the full details. Oh, there's still a lot of people out here.
Let's turn this around so you can see what Daryl's talking about.
We're almost to the end of March, and I'm seriously, we still got 50% population at least, I bet. Now, as compared to January.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's that. I mean, like where we are right now, there's nobody around. It's between these two washes. The alley's gone.
Yeah, it's empty.
But you can see off in the distance, there's still quite a few people. And this is the most brutal heat day since the season started. What did you say? It's going to be close to 100?
Yeah,
maybe
they're saying this today could be the first day of the year to reach 100. If it is, it'll break the record, but by one day.
Yeah. Got a lot of generators and going.
Yeah, and it's your air conditioners are only good for 20 degrees less than the outside temperature, so
yeah.
It'll if it keeps this heat up, it'll push a lot of people out. Don't see too many school buses.
No. Have you been to Outback before?
I can't place that place.
It's on Main Street, and you got to kind of park behind it.
See, I've been to a pizza joint there. You go around the back, the entrance.
Yeah, that's it.
And then in the front of it's like a little knick-knack store.
Maybe.
Yeah. I think that's actually the best pizza in town. If that's the place I'm thinking about.
That's a little bit different style than Silly Al's.
Yeah.
Silly Al's is kind of thick and chewy. This one's a thinner, crisper crust.
Yeah.
So you weren't kidding. You're going all the long way around here. We're about to hit the magic circle here, I think.
I'm going the way that I have to take my RV. This is the way I have to go. Because I can't take a chance on dragging. Well, when I was carrying that motorcycle, I had 4-foot extension there. I didn't want to drag in the wash. So I'd have to go all the way up here.
Oh, and this is the main road. So we didn't cross any wash.
No.
I've never been down this far.
Yeah, I didn't want to drag my rear end.
Whoa.
Sorry, Rob. Sorry.
That more scared me than hurt me.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't realize it might hurt you.
This guy looks like he's trying to fly.
Yeah. Let me see if you need a ride. You need a ride, bro? Hey, you need a ride? All right.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
So, go too fast?
No, it's fine. I'm the jarring back and forth. Like I said, it scared me, but didn't hurt.
Me.
There's some tents out here. Check this out.
Yep.
Tents.
I was talking to someone yesterday. I was in between Lake Havasu and I-40. I went out there yesterday, and there's some campers there in a place I'd never been to. So I turned off road and I went up in there, and about a half a mile off the road, there was I think it was like 5 or 6 like young ladies, like early 20s, in their cars. They're staying in their cars out there. No shade,
Wow.
No shade at all.
Ooh.
You know, they had like towels or something over their windows to try to stay out of the heat. I mean, that's roughing it. You know, you see that a lot. I'm sure you see it too, especially in southern Utah. I see a lot of young people up there staying in their cars.
What's this? Sure.
That is my fishing rod.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, that's my fishing rod.
So I know this is labeled a part of my hip replacement series, but I'm trying to not just have every one of them talking about the hip the whole time, because people will get bored as hell.
No, I'm glad you're doing that, though, Rob. It's informative, you know, and hip replacements are pretty common, you know, and my age group and above, 50 and above. It's pretty common nowadays,
So today, I'd say my main complaint is, I was telling you, it feels like when I used to lift weights, if you really overdo a muscle and be really sore the next day, that's what it feels like.
That's not bad at all. That's really, really good. You're doing really good. Like you were saying, though, you got to listen to your body. You know, if you get a signal like, you know, something that just gets your attention, then, you know, be aware. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. What's that guy going on top of that?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh, this is very aerodynamic. Oh, look at the yurts.
Yeah, yurt.
Yeah, yurts. Round tents. That's a big thing in Utah, too.
So it looks like if everything goes fine in my a week from Thursday, I see the surgeon again. I get the all clear. I'm going to leave Saturday for New Mexico. So it'll be a week from Saturday.
So 10 days?
About 10 days from now, I'll be on my way to New Mexico.
You say Cheryl was going to tag along with you?
Cheryl's going to tag along with me for as far as New Mexico. And then she's going to when she hits I-40, she's going to head to Tennessee.
Too bad you guys wasn't waiting another couple of weeks. I'd tag along with you, maybe.
Yeah, I don't think we do very well out in the desert here for a couple of weeks.
No, it's going to drop down. After today, it's dropping down in the low 80s.
Well, what about the week after?
Oh, I didn't check that far. Sorry.
And the permit expires on the 15th.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's right in the neighborhood of when I would be rolling out, too. How far away from here is that? Is that like a
700? It's 700 miles, I think.
10-hour drive? You're gonna make that a 2-day trip, right?
Oh yeah, at least.
Yeah. Oh,
if not a 3-day trip.
Yeah.
It really depends on how my leg feels.
You know the 3 and 3 or the 4 and 4 rule, right?
Yeah.
300 miles or 3 hours, or 300 miles and then rest 3 days. 400 miles, rest 4 days. That's what a lot of people try to do.
Well, she's in no hurry. I'm in no hurry. If I got to stop for a day or two, I think that's just fine.
Yeah.
I'm going to wear those squeezing things.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'll be wearing compression stockings to keep that circulation going while I'm driving.
That's awesome, Mom. Cheryl going to do that with you. It's awesome. It's like Jim, man. Jim came up and stayed 2 nights with me. Absolutely saved my butt.
Jim Bertrand, our Canadian friend.
He fixed some stuff, some really technical stuff where I was sick. I weren't able. And the guy's worth his weight in gold. He fixed that stuff for me. That was,
So what did he fix?
we had to put a new serpentine belt on the, I got a Class A, had to put a new serpentine belt on the engine. So I broke down in Kansas on the way here, the belt broke, and the belt that I had to put on, it was too small, so I didn't want to take the chance on it. It worked, but I didn't want to take the chance on it breaking down on the way back east, so we put that new serpentine belt on. And
Well, for those that are not familiar with what you're talking about, everybody pretty much knows what a fan belt is on it,
Yep.
right? And a serpentine belt sort of implies you're doing more than just hooking it around a couple of pulleys.
Yeah, so a fan belt is just like, it'll go around the alternator and the crankcase, the main heart of the engine, and then there'll be multiple fan belts, like sometimes 3. Where a serpentine belt is just one belt that does all of it, and it'll do all 5-6 pulleys on the front of the engine. And the alternator, the water pump, your air conditioner, compressor, it does it all.
So unless you're Gumby, it's pretty hard to get in there and get all that.
It's
done.
hard. On mine it is. Most the higher end Class A's have side radiators. Mine has a rear radiator. So you got the engine and then the fan and where the serpentine belt is, and then the radiator. So there's only like 4 inches to get in there. It was a little difficult.
Now, we were talking about this earlier, and we've both known Jim for a few years, and the most the sentence I hear from Jim that echoes through my mind is always, "Rob, what do you need done? What do you need help with?"
Yeah, the guy's awesome.
And there's some people that say that, then there are people that say that and do that.
Yeah.
And he's one that says it and does it.
The guy is amazing. It's hard to find people that that you can turn loose on a big job or a technical job that would cost you thousands of dollars. It's hard to find people that can do that. And Jim's one of them. When I broke down in Kansas on the way here, I had to call a mechanic to come help me, and it cost me $1,000. I had all the parts, but just him coming out there and helping me was $1,000. So what Jim did for me last weekend was he saved me a minimum of $1,000. So having a community like that, and which you've done it for people, Rob, I do it for people too.
Mm-hmm.
This community is amazing. Well, our group is for sure. It's amazing.
Oh, you did some work today in Campton. What'd you do today?
Barb's chair was bolted down, and apparently she's been wanting it out of there for quite a while. And
in her Class C.
Yeah. So I had to take the bolts out of it and unbolt it from the floor, and I might take it home with me. She's wanting to throw it away, so if I can get it in the Jeep, I may take it home with me. If not, it'll go to the dumpster for someone else to acquire. But she was really happy about that. She was almost in tears.
Really?
Yeah, I was like,
just for taking.
Yeah,
a
she
couple
kept saying, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry." I was like, Barbie, you ain't gonna do that. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for.
Well, let's take a look. We're coming into town here. I know how some of you road junkies get upset when I do a road video and all you see is me and my passenger. Actually, this time I'm the passenger, but I'll give you a little taste of the road since we're getting into town. And
I'm pretty sure someone will make a comment if Daryl's not wearing his seatbelt. I apologize for that, but I'm not wearing my seatbelt. Sometimes that's a bad habit. But when I go off-roading in the Jeep, I'll never wear my seatbelt. You have to be pretty flexible when you're doing any kind of serious off-roading. You hang out the window, or
probably no one would have noticed until you mentioned it.
Well, you got to cover all the bases, I don't want to be grabbed at too bad.
And here we are going over Interstate 10 into the very heart of beautiful downtown Quartzsite.
Well, it's a beautiful day. Gosh dang, it's gonna be hot.
Hazy. Look how hazy it is out in the distance.
Well, they're working on the road between the red light up there where you meet 72, from between 72 and Parker.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I sat there for about 30 minutes probably.
Today? Oh, they're still doing it today, huh?
Yeah, they're paving one lane at a time. What's the gas price? Oh gosh, well, $3.80. $3 for gas and $3.89 for diesel. It's good. It's good.
It's edging up a little. It's been sub $3 here for all season long.
Yeah, I run the
Well,
good stuff.
$2.99 and 9/10 of a penny.
I run the good stuff in Ruby. And ooh, shoot, you're crazy, dude. What's wrong with you? I run the good stuff in Ruby, and it's usually in Havasu it's like $3.50.
And where we're going, Outback is up here. It's a little, if you don't know, it's a little tricky to get into. You can't park out front, you got to park in back. And where you slide in is before you see the Outback.
Yeah. You have to tell me the term here. I'm not fully.
Well, it's it's after the yellow tower.
The water tank. Okay.
It's after that. It's after the yacht club.
I think Jim told me they were closing times 3.
Yeah, they sold it. Sold the property.
In my opinion, that is the most visited restaurant in this town. That's the one I go to the most, anyway.
I don't know. They might have already closed. I'm not sure. We'll see when we go by. If they're not closed, they're about to be.
I don't know why they don't do something with that. All that. I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
And then up here where the camels were.
I don't know what that is either. It's like there's a structure up there with windows in it with no way to get up there. I don't understand what that is at all.
Well, we stopped and talked to the camel guy for a little while.
And I think you want to go behind that stretch there.
Yeah, right
so you
there.
want to go right there where that ugly looking Jeep's turning.
Yeah, the camel guys before they left,
I was
they
kidding about the ugly.
kind of told me what it was. I can't quite remember, but they built it and they're not using it. I guess the plans changed or something. Nice structure.
There's Cheryl's truck.
All right.
And there's Cheryl.
Right,
There's
right,
Pup Camper 58. Subscribe now. Pup Camper 58.
I'll drop you off at the front.
Okay. He's going to drop me off.
Outback Pizza and Bar. Sir, your chauffeur has arrived.
All right.
Now, what's that step? Let me slide out.
Good foot down first, right?
Yeah. Perfect. What's that seatbelt?
All right. I think I got it.
Good deal.
I got it. I did it. Hopefully there's an air-conditioned inside.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be able to bring the dogs inside, though, I don't think.
Well, you could sit, outside over there.
Well, it's going to be 100.
It's going to be hot. I don't know if there's enough room in here. There's a few little tables. Oh, yeah, there'd be enough room at those tables. You could grab that long one.
Yeah.
Chairs. Oh, crazy. Noisy. Oh yeah, how many of us are there?
I don't know. I'd have to think about it.
4, 6. We got perfect. You okay?
Yeah, I'm just a little cautious.
Yeah, well, it's smart to be cautious.
Well, to me, it looks like that's a lucky penny sitting in front of me.
Order in here.
So here's my pizza, which will feed me for at least 3 meals, if not 4. It's called the Buckle. And here's the crowd with everybody except for Daryl. Daryl had a meeting, Zoom meeting. He's out in the truck attending his Zoom meeting, but everybody else is here. Daryl got a large. He got a Buckle too.
Oh, that's huge.
Let's take a peek at Daryl's. Ooh, I'll put my hand over to see how big it is. That's big. That's big. Well, I'm gonna end this video right here. Glad that, well, I will point out that since this is a hip recovery video, sitting for a long period of time upright bothers the leg a little bit. It's a little uncomfortable, but bearable. We'll see you on the next one. Take care. Thanks for watching.